Hello everyone, I'm Geek Freak and welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be reacting to your favourite Canadian YouTuber A's video, Robocop versus MegaMan, Volnutt. Oh, that's what it says. MegaMan Volnutt. Yeah, I do beg my pardon. I'm not really a MegaMan sort of fan. Well, I'm not saying I don't like MegaMan, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, it's favourite Canadian YouTuber A's video, Robocop versus MegaMan Volnutt. Show off, showdown. So if you guys haven't seen this video, go and watch that video first, and then as soon as you've done that, come back, watch me, watch this. So that's it. Let's continue. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Now, when it comes to MegaMan, I only know a little bit about him. I know there's like, you know, different versions, you know, like different continuities and different timelines and blah 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 blah. You guys know what I'm saying. I mean, most of the MegaMan fans know about this. And apparently, this MegaMan that's going up against Robocop is voice change there. The MegaMan that's facing off against Robocop is the Volnutt version, which is, I think he's like, you know, like a human in the real world, and he's got, like, you know, MegaMan's powers. So it's very appropriate that Robocop would have a well, a MegaMan that's, you know, close to him. It's like, you know, like half robot, that sort of thing. And I'm not gonna lie, that's actually a pretty damn good idea. And now, who do I think is going to win? Well, if I remember correctly, Robocop won. Actually, no, I'm not going to spoil what happened in Death Battle's video. Probably spoiled that already. So let's see, who do I think is going to win? Well, I'm a fan of Robocops. You know, the movie series. I haven't seen the anime series, which is sad, which is a shame. I would love to see that one when I was younger. Let's see, which one do I think will win? Well, since I'm a Robocop fan, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say maybe MegaMan Volnutt, simply because I mean, come on, seriously, it's MegaMan. Seriously, I mean, it's got like. I don't know. I mean, even though I haven't seen, like, you know, this version of like MegaMan, I mean, and you know, I've seen anime shows before, and they can be very over the top when it comes to their power. So I'm gonna say MegaMan Volnutt is gonna win this one, but I am rooting for Robocop simply because I love Robocop. I mean, he's such a badass. Except for the remake, that one sucked. The old ones are much better, and I'll say it again. The old Robocop is cooler and awesome, and more violent. The new one is just like meh. I didn't even watch that one. Anyways, I'm going off track. So yes, I'm a fan of Robocop. I'm going to be rooting for him, and I think MegaMan Volnutt is going to win this one. So without further ado, let's get to watching. Okay, so this is going to be about 13 minutes, and here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go!
Welcome to Show-Off Showdown! In this series, the fighters are called Show-Offs, and this is the series for the Show-Off Showdown! Now let's meet the Show-Offs for tonight's showdown, shall we? Tonight is the long-awaited second episode of Season 2, or third at this rate, Robocop versus MegaMan Volnutt. Will this episode end in a cop-out for Murphy, or will Volnutt become even more dead than his third game?
Well done.
I put links to the analysis on both characters in the description below. Now without further ado, it's time for the Show-Off to Showdown!
Seriously, why the hell
Get
is that
ready
on
for the next battle.
Come on, my boy Robocop. Freeze creep, you're under arrest. I gotta say, the animation's gotten better. I think he's giving you the finger. Actually, no, he ain't. Oopsie. Yeah, one thing you don't do with the cops. Don't piss them off. A sec. Who's that at the on the? I saw a little character in the background just a few minutes.
You are under arrest. Your move, creep.
Okay, got the shield. Let me guess. That's gonna be a rocket launcher, right? No, it sends off tennis balls, apparently. Tennis ball. Oh yeah, look at me, I'm walking the swag. Okay, what the hell's going on? I like to do a little bit of kung fu fighting. I'm doing it robot style. Oh come on, not even the new Robocop could do that. I miss reactions like this, it's fun. Oh, that was awesome. Oh, please. Okay, no, he's alright. What the was he filling his own ass while he was walking away? Here he is, MegaMan. Okay, seriously. How come this guy never really caught on in the UK? I mean, I understand Mario, caught on, Sonic caught on, Pokemon caught on. I think Zelda caught on. Never actually played that, but how come MegaMan never really caught on in the UK? I never really understood that. I mean, it's a cool concept. I mean, it's a guy that's like a robot, and he's like trying to defeat Dr. Wily, and in some variations he's inside a computer facing up against other robots. And I don't know. I don't understand it. Okay, it's the backpack. Eat this bitch. Oh shit. MegaMan, no. Hold on, my mic. Oh, there he is. Oh no! He's dead. Oh no, he's okay. I am Robocop. Oh, he's dead. Oh shit. No! Robocop, no! can I say? I knew. I mean, he would lose.
Well, looks like Robocop just got Robopop.
Now let's discuss how and why MegaMan Volnutt wins this mega awesome showdown.
Of course not.
Now, to be honest, this shouldn't come off as too much of a surprise. Sure, Robocop may hold a few advantages, but they pale in comparison to the advantages MegaMan holds over him. With that being said, let's go ahead and break down the advantages each character has and explain why MegaMan's advantages are far more impressive, along with being more important in this combative situation. Starting off with their attack power and destructive capability, this is something MegaMan Volnutt takes by a long shot, as he matched and defeated a Reaverbot who created a 30-year-long storm. As calculated by Homeboy Monkey, this storm had to at least generate 399 gigatons, which translate to be about large island level. Unfortunately, Robocop doesn't even come close to this. By himself, Robocop intercepted a blow from Robocane, who is strong enough to knock away and damage Robocop himself. And keep in mind, Robocop's own durability is impervious to conventional small firearms, and he has also been seen taking explosions, including one powerful enough to destroy a warehouse. He also has an Auto 9 pistol, which can penetrate Kevlar as well as titanium armor. Heck, he even has weapons that can destroy tanks, and also damage the Automo, which were specifically designed to destroy him and have durability compared to his. Sadly, these feats only bring Robocop up to about building plus ranges of attack potency. While it is impressive, it hardly compares to what Volnutt is capable of. So right off the bat, it is clear that MegaMan Volnutt holds a huge attack power advantage. That alone should be more than enough to explain how and why Volnutt takes this, but of course this analysis wouldn't be complete without discussing the other categories as well. Now let's discuss durability. Now, can Robocop endure MegaMan Volnutt's attack power? Well, as you've heard when I went over Robocop's attack power, he can take explosions that can destroy entire warehouses, which means his durability easily ranges around building plus level. However, this is not enough to hold up to 399 gigatons. Volnutt, on the other hand, is more than capable of enduring Robocop's attack power, as he has endured attacks from both Sarah and MegaMan Juno, both of which are comparable to Volnutt's own attack power, or possibly greater, as it was greatly implied that Sarah had the power to destroy all organic life on Earth. Though that could be more due to the Master System rather than her own destructive capability, but I could be wrong. Anyway, while facing both of them at the same time did force MegaMan Volnutt to revert to his failsafe mode and return to being a child. This was literally because he was fighting both of them at once, and as I mentioned earlier, they are both comparable if not stronger than Volnutt, which means it took two large island level or greater characters to make him revert to his failsafe mode and return to being a child. So Robocop is going to have quite a difficult time trying to even damage MegaMan Volnutt. Now let's discuss strength. Robocop does hold a lifting strength advantage, as he has casually lifted cars and even lifted a 10-ton armored door, and not to mention held up the foot of this giant robot as well. Whereas MegaMan Volnutt has at least puke human lifting capabilities, and at best can lift large stone blocks that can weigh up to 9.5 tons. So Robocop should have at least a slight, if not clear, strength advantage over Volnutt. Now let's discuss speed. This category is actually somewhat close, as Robocop has casually caught bullets in mid-flight with his fingers, and has even shot down bullets with his own gun. While on the other hand, MegaMan Volnutt has been seen casually outpacing sound-based attacks, which should easily put both characters in the supersonic speed ranges, at least Mach 2. Although we could argue that Volnutt can dodge meteors, but rather if they were legit meteors or not is debatable. Besides, Volnutt was dodging them in space, so they probably weren't moving as fast as they would be if they had entered Earth's atmosphere. Anyway, MegaMan Volnutt does have one ace up his sleeve, and that would be the attack speed of his shining laser. This is easily his fastest and most powerful weapon by far, as it shoots a concentrated beam of energy that decimates targets that come in contact with it, firing at the speed of light. So while Robocop may be able to keep up with MegaMan Volnutt in terms of combative speed and reaction time, there is no way he would be able to avoid the shining laser, as he hasn't demonstrated reaction time comparable to the speed of light or even relativistic. Now let's discuss skill, intelligence, and experience. At first glance, it may seem like Robocop takes this, as he is a skilled and cunning combatant when he needs to be, and his computerized brain affords him outstanding processing power. While he is a very skilled marksman as well, however, MegaMan Volnutt, an extremely experienced digger and high capable marksman in his own right, as well as a swordsman and hand-to-hand combat. While he may technically be 14 years old physically, this doesn't change the fact that he has hundreds of years of combating experience from his past life as MegaMan Trigger, and he is extremely resourceful. The hundreds of years experience alone easily gives Volnutt a huge advantage in this category. Now as for stamina, this should go to Volnutt as well. Sure, Robocop with a fully charged power pack can fight for a maximum of up to 24 hours. However, Volnutt frequently goes on mining expeditions which can last days at a time, as well as fight off armies of Reaper bots without much difficulty. Most of these Reaper bots seem to be comparable to Robocop himself, if not outclass him. So yeah, MegaMan Volnutt is definitely taking the stamina department. A couple more things to note. Robocop does have a couple small advantages, such as his flight pack and recharging station. This will help keep Robocop in the fight as it gives him more mobility and allows him to replenish his system when his battery is low. However, this mobility will only delay the inevitable, and the recharge is only good once every battle. Just because Robocop can obtain more mobility over Volnutt, it doesn't mean he has the attack power to do any real damage, and him recharging back to full power one time is only going to put him back to Billy Plus level. As we went over, the level of attack power is not going to have any real effect on Volnutt. So overall, Robocop may hold some advantages over Volnutt, but they're simply not enough to overcome the advantages that Volnutt clearly carries. Robocop may have better lifting strength, but this will only get you so far in a fight. And it may have much greater mobility, but this is essentially useless if you don't even have a way to hurt your opponent. MegaMan Volnutt is just too powerful to the point where he can essentially one-shot Robocop. He is so durable that he can literally endure all of Robocop's strongest attacks. He is fast enough to easily keep up with Robocop in close combat, and his shining laser will be able to completely blitz and destroy Robocop. On top of this, MegaMan Volnutt has enough stamina to outlast Robocop, along with more than enough skill and experience to handle Robocop's high-tech mental capability. I think I've said enough. Robocop will be able to give MegaMan Volnutt a bit of trouble in the beginning of the fight, but ultimately he is just too outclassed in virtually every category that matters. With all that being said, I think it's safe to say that MegaMan Volnutt should definitely take the victory more often than not. Although, I think we can all agree that there's one thing Robocop has that MegaMan Volnutt doesn't, and that Robocop is...
Total badass!
The winner of this battle is MegaMan Volnutt. Now before we wrap this up, I want to give a super special thanks to the main animator of this battle, Speedster X123, as well as my good friend Corin O'Keefe for writing the script for this episode. This couldn't have been done without them, not easily at least, so do yourself a favor and go check out their channels and subscribe.
That's awesome.
Got any ideas for Show-Off Showdown?
I do actually.
Then let me know in the comments below.
I think it's a big one.
And hopefully, I just might do them. Now stay tuned for the next episode of Show-Off Showdown.
I mean, you can't get any better than that. I mean, that's just awesome. Okay, now, we can all agree that Robocop is an absolute badass, and you know, fair play. I mean, come on, it's anime. I mean, all their attacks are like, you know, over the top, and you know, they can outrun bullets for some reason and all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed that Robocop lost, but I mean, what can you do? I mean, poof. Okay, now let's talk about an idea, and that idea is this. Okay, now hear me out this. What if we got Hellspawn from the Spawn series versus Alucard from Hellsing Ultimate? I mean, come on. These two characters are very similar. I mean, Alucard, you know, has like an entire army on his side. He can like regenerate from anything. He's, you know, omnipotent, and you know he's a freaking badass. And Spawn is also a badass. He can regenerate from anything. I mean, these two are, you know, extremely powerful demons. Well, one's a vampire, one's a soldier of hell. But, you know, what I'm trying to get at is, these two are very similar. Hellspawn from Spawn versus Alucard from Hellsing Ultimate. I would love to see a fight between those two. In fact, why hasn't anybody ever done a fight like that? I mean, two characters are very similar. That have, like, you know, almost basically the same powers. I mean, why not do something like that? Why not have Alucard versus Spawn? That would be great to see. Please, Canadian YouTuber, do that fight. Please do that fight. That would be awesome. I mean, that's the only fight I'll ever ask. I promise. So yeah, please let it happen. So, awesome video. Awesome episode. I enjoyed that. That was pretty freaking sweet. So please go to Canadian YouTuber's video. His verse battles are pretty freaking sweet. I love his videos. They're fantastic. And yeah. If there's anything you guys want me to react to, or if there's like a video you want me to do, just leave a link in the comment sections below, or type something in the comment sections below, and I might actually talk about them, or I might like react to them. So yeah, I'm Geek Freak. Peace out. Thank you guys for watching, and if there's a series you want me to check out and review and give my thoughts on it, or if there's a top 10 list you want me to do, or any reactions or responses or rants on anything geeky, just leave links and comments in the comment sections below and I'll get to them as soon as I can. And if you guys want to follow me on my social medias, I'm on minds.com, Twitch, Dailymotion and Hatron, Reddit, BitChute, aka the new YouTube, DeviantArt, Discord, VidMe, Gab, Twitter, Tumblr, Patreon, GoFundMe, PayPal, and my other social medias are down there in the description box below, so if you want to go and check them out, please do. And don't forget to subscribe and share this video. And please go and check out my new skeptic channel, Gypsy Freak. It's also down there in the description box below. Peace out.